The starving tiger jumped into the sea trying to catch prey. I saw this scene and couldn't help but laugh out loud. But who knew after swimming around it would head straight for me? The smile on my face froze instantly. I quickly scrambled up onto the lifeboat in a panic. The tiger followed right behind trying to climb up too. But the boat was too slippery and it couldn't get up. Then I found an axe on the boat. This was the perfect chance to strike. I yelled at it to pump myself up, but looking into its eyes, I just couldn't do it. Hearing its low whimpers, I felt all mixed up inside. I sat on the boat until dark and finally made up my mind. I pushed the raft into the water and threw down boards as a ladder. Before the tiger could climb up, I jumped onto the raft. Only this way could I barely stay alive. The next morning, while the tiger was sleeping, I moved supplies from the lifeboat to the raft bit by bit, just as I was counting supplies. A big fish swam into the trap. I immediately reached out and grabbed it before it could react. Then I picked up the axe and chopped down hard. The color slowly faded from its body. I couldn't help crying. This was my first time killing. After confessing to God, I threw the fish on the lifeboat for the tiger. When night fell, many transparent glowing jellyfish appeared on the water. I was completely mesmerized by this magical scene. Suddenly, a huge whale jumped out and the waves flipped our boat. All my food and fresh water fell into the ocean. On this endless ocean, I had nothing left and could only wait to die. The starving tiger showed its fierce look again. Suddenly, a flying fish hit me and knocked me down. I quickly threw the fish to the tiger to distract it. But I didn't expect a school of flying fish to come at us next. The surprise came so suddenly, we both started catching fish like crazy. The tiger actually caught a big fish. I figured it was time to show who is boss. I raised a stick and faced off with it. Under my intimidation, the tiger actually backed down, watching me take the big fish away. It still looked pretty unhappy about it, but when it saw my fierce stare, it finally went quietly to eat the smaller fish nearby. That night, I cleaned the big fish and ate it hungrily. I am a vegetarian. This was my first time breaking it in 20 years. But I also realized something. Whatever I had to tame this fierce tiger, I walked toward the lifeboat holding a sharpened stick. Seeing me getting closer and closer, the tiger trembled with fear and growled quietly. It didn't expect me to hand it a piece of fish. I just wanted to show it I meant no harm. I threw another piece of fish, step by step, leading it into the canvas area. Just like that, I successfully tamed it. After that, I added a sunshade to the raft every day. I wrote in my diary, chased sharks, and tried to survive. When it rained, I collected as much fresh water as I could. When I had time, I even played music for the tiger, so it could feel the magic of melody too. One day, we met a group of dolphins. I looked closely, and there was actually a ship in the distance. I quickly pulled out a flare gun and desperately called for help. I tried everything, but it still didn't notice us. The tiger and I kept living like this, like real friends. But it didn't last that day. A storm suddenly hit. Wild winds and rain on the sea, everything turned upside down. My diary that I worked so hard on was blown away by the wind.